How are you doing today, Stratton?
Don't talk like that.
How are you today, Stratton?
Um, I'm okay.
That's good. That's good. It's a great
A lot of
day.
homework today.
It's a
Finished a paper yesterday. Felt really proud of that paper.
good stuff. It's a great day. It's always a great day when you record FASCAST.
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Welcome, guys, to the fourth episode, the fourth installment in our FASTcast series. Um,
Oh, if you'll notice the shirts.
yes,
Got some
we
shirts.
got shirts, limited edition. Only three were made and are unavailable all to everyone. So, just wanted to show you guys we have them.
We had the regular season finish last week, so there's a lot to talk about this week.
Yes, indeed. Let's just jump on into it. Our race results. Just a driver, our normal admin was out of town, so I stayed up until 1 a.m. my time to be the marshal for the East Conference. The results that we got was in Group A, Zamugan won, and he was the conference champion overall for the East Championship and the East Conference, and the runner-up in the total standings. Toyota, he made the playoffs, just as we predicted, and he came second. Still Noob, he made the playoffs actually, but we didn't see him coming because he wasn't there very often, honestly. Or he was there often, obviously, because he made the playoffs, but he wasn't there for the last few races, so I was like, oh, he's probably not about, but he did. He was there. Newcomer, Rad Serial, he came fourth in his first race, which is also the last race of the season, so hopefully we'll see him next season, full time. Fifth place, rounding out the points finishers, we have Potato FRL, who indeed made the playoffs, who we also predicted. I think he was like a sub. Like if this person didn't make it, he would make it. But
To be honest, I don't even remember who I predicted.
we had about the same guesses. So
Okay.
yeah, but he
The
barely
Group B
made it.
finishes. We had Harsafe. He won the race, but he didn't make the playoffs this year. Or this season, I should say. We had FTZ in second place, and we had 772, who tied with Potato for 8th place in the standings at 39 points. And then we had Mahatma. Last place, we had L-Boy FR Gaming, and he finished the season with 2 points, finishes in a row. Pretty good.
Hmm. In our West Conference races, in Group 1, we had Sokudo win on the IWD Oval. He finished third in the standings. Alex came second. He was your Western Conference champion with 90 points. And he beat out Zmugen for the overall regular season champion by 2
2 points,
points.
right?
2 points. 90 points to 88. I came third. I was tied for fourth place in the standings with Polymeros, who finished fourth place. And he was one of only 4 drivers, like we said earlier, to race in every single race in the regular season. It was me, Polly, Alex, and Zmugen. Fifth place, we had Cheese Monkey. With
Yay!
Stratton. He
Two
finished,
two Group 1 races in a row. I feel like I'm getting better.
yeah, both times you finished in the points. And
May or may not have been luck, but I did it.
you finished 7th in the playoffs, in the overall
For our Group
standings.
2, oh, for our Group 2, we had Aiden with his first win of the season and his first finish as well. And then we had Marios, who scraped into the playoff, just barely made it. With this, if you ever seen the movie Talladega Nights, the opening when Ricky Bobby jumps in the car and wins the race, Polymeros and Marios swapped drivers mid-race, and we didn't have a rule against it. We're like, man, can we do anything about this?
Well,
I guess not. They finished with the same number, started with the same number, and he made it to the playoffs because of it.
yeah. Polly actually came to me beforehand. He was like, is there any unwritten rules I should be aware of? Or if I do something that's not in the rules, is it illegal? I told him, well, no, because it's not in the rules. And then I didn't know what he was going to do. And then all of a sudden, I realized at the end of the race, I was like, wait, why is Polly racing now? And then I realized at the end of the race, I was like, no way, this is what they did. I I would say we were bamboozled a little bit.
True.
But
It didn't affect anyone. It didn't kick anyone out of the playoffs, so I don't feel bad in that respect.
yeah, so it wasn't really like didn't harm anyone.
Anyways, we had third place was Kynor, and then we had Chris Blade, and we had Ferio coming fifth, and we had a DNF by Hojo Legend. He had to leave mid-race.
Now that the regular season is done, I think we should explain how the playoff system is going to be working because I think a lot of people are confused. A lot of people haven't seen NASCAR before this, although this fast car doesn't really resemble NASCAR other than like the cars, I guess.
It's more of like basketball. Our playoff seems more like basketball.
Yeah,
than
it's
NASCAR.
like a bracket essentially. The playoff system is like a bracket. So it would go from the top 12 drivers, because that's how many drivers made it. They were technically eighth in the standings and stuff like that. But we had like 3 different spots were tied. So it was tied for 4th, tied for 6th, I want to say, and then tied for 8th. We had a 3-way tie. So I was like, wait, we have 12 drivers. We can't even do that in a race lobby. But
yeah, it's me, the marshal.
yes, and we will explain the preliminary round that will be happening for the round of 12 in a moment. But it works like a bracket. There's a round of 12. Accumulate as many points as you can in that round. The bottom 4 drivers that don't have enough points, the bottom 12 drivers in the standings for that round will be eliminated. Then we move to the round of 8. And then you have 2 races for that one as well to accumulate as many points as possible. The bottom 2 in the standings for that will be eliminated. And then we move to the round of 6. Same concept there. Bottom 2 will be eliminated. Then we move to the round of 4, where we have the 4 best drivers in one race from the season. And the winner of that race will be crowned the overall Fast Car Season 1 champion. And also, another specific clause, I suppose, to this is that if you win a race in any of the rounds, you automatically advance to the next round.
Because we didn't plan on having 12 people, we now have a preliminary round, and I'll explain how. We now have a preliminary round. I can't say that word. The preliminary. I feel like Finding Nemo right now.
I'm just going to put in every single time you mess up the word preliminary.
The preliminary round is made up of 4 total races, and each driver races in 2. Each race is 6 drivers on Guns Eye Forward. There's no qualifying, so it's a random grid. You just get selected and you're in that race. And then each race is going to be 12 laps. 2 races on Saturday, February 13, and 2 races on Sunday, February 14. Hopefully no one has a significant other they need to attend to.
Excellent job explaining that, Cheese Monkey, if I do say so myself. Now we'll move to our driver interview for this weekend. And this weekend we have a special guest, the creator of grip racing himself, and the leading member of Schnell Racing, Sokudo. Sudoku. Welcome to the show, Sokudo. How are you today?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
you're welcome.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes. So our first question for you is, you are known as the creator of grip racing in FR Legends. Would you say that you are? Or are you more of like a Thomas Edison type where you just promoted an existing niche?
Well, I don't think it was really a thing before FR Legends Racing Big. The Togi attack mode still existed, right? I'm sure some people did like 1v1 battles and Gunsai, but like these bigger multiplayer races, I don't think really were a thing back then.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Now I guess now I understand why people call you like the creator, because I didn't know that FGR was like the first thing.
I wasn't by myself, by the way. Like there were 2 other people who really helped me get it off of the ground and help promote it in the starting phase. So it wasn't all me.
Yeah.
Who were those other 2 people
Oh yeah.
that helped you start grip race?
It was Send It Billy. He has since quit, and it was FR Legends Club, who has also since quit. So yeah.
Oh,
That's funny. Send It Billy actually helped us a lot too in the beginning.
Yeah, he did.
before you quit.
Yeah, before he quit. Yeah.
And what got you started in FR Legends?
Uh, Back when it came out on Android, which was like what, 2018, I think, around so, and then I've been playing on and off since then.
Wow.
Yeah. Your skill is rivaled by few on FR Legends. Who is your biggest rival in your eyes?
Definitely Swaggy and Alex, I think. Polly, definitely too.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Um.
Now that the regular season is over, do you feel your chances do you do you think that you're gonna win the playoffs?
Well, it's certainly possible, but you can't underestimate Alex and Polly, therefore as well. I think it's going to be a pretty close battle for first. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. This is so crazy. You sound like an actual race car driver when you respond to these things. It's like mind blowing almost. It's like, wow, this man is so professional. Is there any other Estonians you know of on FR Legends? It's just like a smaller country, so I didn't know if like there was anybody else that you knew that you got into it or that got you into it.
There is actually someone somewhat popular, pretty popular. I don't know his full Instagram handle, but if you search Ryan Corolla, then it should pop up.
Oh,
I think, yeah, he's
okay,
Estonian.
that's cool.
Here's one of my favorite questions. What's your favorite track in the game?
Probably Kunzai Time Attack and US Air. I think those are pretty good, longer, wider tracks.
Okay. That's like a combination answer of our previous 2 guests. What would you like to see most added to FR Legends in an update?
Well, that's the thing. My kind of ideal update is probably very unrealistic, never probably going to go through, and that probably be like a full physics overhaul, because I don't really like how there's like such a sharp line between drifting and grip driving. You know, I get that it's like an arcade game, an arcade drift game, and it's not supposed to have very like in-depth physics, but I don't know. I think the driving would be a lot more challenging and interesting
Yeah.
if that like line wasn't so sharp between those 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about this the other day when I was doing some practice for FRL TCC with Grayson, and then I was like, why are they so inconsistent? Because I felt like I was taking the same line, and about half the time I would drift, and about the other half of the time I would just take the line as usual.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Okay. Thank you so much for coming on this week. I know we had some difficulty scheduling this and finding the right time, but it's really great to finally have you on the show and to get to talk to one of the veterans of FR Legends.
Well,
Yeah,
thanks
thank you
for having me,
coming on.
guys.
Yeah, no problem. It was pretty fun actually.
Okay, so now for a look at the standings after the season is over.
Okay, so the final look at the standings will, like always, we'll be having graphics on screen rolling of who finished where in the standings.
Shoot.
But we have Alex finishing first with 90 points, like we said earlier. Smugen had 88, very close finish there. Sokudo finished third with 72 points. He missed 2 races because he just wasn't signed up, I guess. So it's still pretty impressive that he managed to accumulate 72 points in 8 races. 4th place was a tie between myself and Polymeros. We both had 57 points.
At 5th place, we had a tie between Hojo Legend and Toyota Prius. And then in 6th place, our dark horse, Still Noob. And 7th, yours truly.
Cheese Monkey.
Yep, Cheese Monkey. And then in 8th place, our 3-way tie between 772, Potato.frl, and Marios.
Barely missing the cut there. We had Just a Driver, who missed the last 2 races. He had 31 points overall. So I think he missed 4 races total, or something like that, 4 or 5. So it's pretty impressive that he finished so high, doing only like just over half the races. And then 10th place we have Harsaface, with 23 points, and he's the start of the people who really didn't have much of a shot at making the playoffs because they started so late in the season. We have
I noticed Wee Wee Juice isn't on this list.
I took him off. I took him off the list, but not out of my heart.
The 1 point finish.
I know. We have in 11th place in 11th place we have Ismi P. Lang and FTZ 2005. Both of them had 20 points. AO, the 4-race wonder, finished with 18 points. Or no, 3 races. He only did 3 races and he had 18 points.
Wow.
Incredible. 13th place, we had Not a Drifter, who did a few races. He had 16 points. 14th place, the newly appointed member of our grip racing team, FM Motorsports, Chris Blade 99. He had 15 points. And Mahatma finished with 14 points.
In 16th, we had Edgar Toons at 13 points. 17th, we had... I'm not a big... I'm not quite sure what these abbreviations are, but I think that's
FRL
the
RK.
BMW RK guy.
FRL
I don't know
RK
his full name.
BMW M.
FRL
RK
RK
BMW M.
So in 17th place, we had FRL RK BMW M. And Catman tied 18th. We had Triple One and Facundo tied for 10 points. In 19th, we had C. Kynor at 8 points.
20th place, we had FDL. He changes his username so many times. I'm just going to say FDL because that's always in his name. Tied with Aiden G on FRL with 7 points. Naufalized. Finished 21st in the points with 5. And 21st place, the bottom spot that I have listed of the people that most recently attended the races, we had a 4-way tie for 2 points. Hollow FRL, Good Kiddo, L Boy FR Gaming, and Rad Cereal.
I like that name, Rad Cereal.
Yeah. Who do you think is gonna make it to the final round of the playoffs, Stratton? Their final 4 drivers.
Ping, if the ping's good, Polly.
Mm-hmm.
Sokudo, I think, no matter the ping, will make it. I've never seen Zamugans racing just because I'm in the West Conference, but he's pretty high up in the points. So I'm thinking Alex, Zamugan, Sokudo, Toyota, and maybe Polly.
Okay, I'm a little insulted you didn't choose me, but that's okay. It's okay. I'm just kidding. I probably
I don't know.
wouldn't choose myself.
Toyota's super good.
Yeah.
Alex, 90 points.
Yeah.
Sokudo is incredible. Zamugan has 88 points. He's got to be good. Toyota, 5 races, 44 points?
Yeah. I think my
Sorry
picks...
to say, you've got no shot.
Oh, stop it. I think my picks, I would say Alex definitely is in there. He had 90 points in 10 races, where the max amount of points you can get is 10 per race. I would say Sokudo's probably in it because they're always battling, him and Alex. Toyota's in it. I would say, just because of his incredible run.
Me.
I'm conflicted on saying Zmugen because watching his qualifying times every weekend, he does good for the East Conference, but I wouldn't say that he's as fast as like the fastest drivers. So I don't know. I think the fourth spot is a toss up between Zmugen, Polymeros, myself, just because I want to say that that's my goal. But I think I'm in that conversation for the fourth spot, and potentially still noob, but I'm not 100% certain on who the fourth spot belongs to. But I think my three for sure picks: Alex, Sokudo, and Toyota.
I'm hoping. You said your goals are round of 4.
Yeah,
My goals are, let's see. I hope to not be eliminated first round.
that's fair enough.
That's my goal.
That's fair
Just
enough.
not eliminated first round, and I'll be happy.
And if anybody else competing in the playoffs doesn't want to be eliminated first round, we did Gunseye forward so you can make money on Toj at the same time that you're practicing. It's a double whammy.
Thank goodness. I don't think I'm going to be able to compete in the FDC this week just because I didn't buy Hiroshima. And I've just got, I don't know.
That is a perfect segue to our news around FRL.
FDC round,
yes.
What is it now?
Yeah, 5. We just finished 5.
Round 5.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the Hiroshima track?
No. Round 6 is Hiroshima. Round 5 was US Air Intermediate.
Okay, round 6 on Hiroshima. The only track in the game I don't have. I just never felt like buying it, and I didn't think I'd need it for a while. I need it now, and I don't have enough for it.
Better
Gosh
start
darn.
saving up.
My hair keeps falling in my face.
It's coming back down. Oh, there it is.
Okay, now that I've taken care of that problem.
Yes. We can move on to talking about the round 5 results. Everybody, just like we did with Toyota, ready your surprise faces. Sir Fleece wins 5 rounds in a row. What? No way! Nobody saw this coming. He had a whopping 170 points on US Air.
I was reading the comments on the post of Sir Fleece's run.
Mm-hmm.
People were just like slamming him
Yes.
for knowing the physics. I'm reading the comments. It's like he's not doing the true spirit of drifting because it's an arcade game, and to get the most amount of points, you don't do it like a real drift run.
Yeah, everybody
you gotta
hates FDC
swing
drivers.
your rear end off into the grass, and everyone just hates it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, chill out, man. He knows how to get the points.
Yeah.
Let him get the points.
I made some friends with some FDC people, like the higher ups, got some, namely 111 and Rumble Car, but I got some help from them, and I scored a 165 on US Air. So we finally scored points for FM Motorsports. Our team goal is finished for FDC. We don't have to submit any more scores. Done. But Hiroshima is really hard. My best right now is 133, I think, just my limited amount of practicing. But I know you don't have a score to talk about yet. But
No, I don't even have the track.
hopefully you can get the track eventually.
Next up, we have Emsa Qualifying. I haven't qualified yet.
Mm-hmm.
How long does qualifying last?
Like the entire month of February.
Oh, thank goodness. I mean, I should probably ask these things like before we're recording a FASCAST, but whatever.
It's okay.
What'd you get?
What did I get?
Yeah.
I think I finished my total time was 128 point something, or something like that. That's like 20 seconds better than the next TCR driver in any server. And it's better than some GTD cars. So I was like, get out of town. You're lying. So I'm trying to be better.
I was thinking about FastCar TikTok. I haven't posted anything yet. I made the account. I think I'm not a big TikTok person. I'm not a big fan of it, but I think it'll help grow. So if you're a fan of TikTok, I believe the name is the same as the Instagram. And if it's not, I'll change it so that it's the same as the Instagram.
Which
So
is
you can find it easily.
FRL_FastCar.
Yep, that's what I already have.
That's
Good.
right. Okay.
I say good. Good.
Keeping that one in. Okay. Now we move on to other news of the car world outside of FastCar. The first and biggest story is that the Daytona 500 is this weekend. We have the Clash tonight, Tuesday, February 9th. It won't be tonight when this comes out, so that's not good journalism. But Thursday night as well, Thursday, February 11th, we have the Busch Shootouts, I think it's called. It's like 2 races back to back of like 60 laps each. Yeah, if you guys want to join a NASCAR fantasy league on the NASCAR app, we will be making a league for FastCar fans only. DM us if you want to join, and we will send you the passcode, or just put a comment on this video. Moving on to another news story, Lewis Hamilton signed with Mercedes.
No, really? He would?
Yeah, I know.
Unbelievable.
I know. Dude, what do you make of this as a non-F1 fan? Oh wow, the lighting's terrible.
He was with Mercedes last year. It seems like team loyalty to me. Like Kobe staying with the Lakers his whole career. Even though I know Hamilton wasn't on Mercedes earlier, but it just seems like he likes the car and he wants to stay there.
I would too if I was him. But a major part of why he didn't re-sign was not like he said it wasn't the amount of money they were giving him. That's not what most fans think. The reason he said he didn't re-sign for so long was because he wanted Mercedes to commit more to a permanent diversity and inclusion program in Formula One, which is a good cause. But he continues to race in places like China.
And the Middle East. Isn't there a Dubai race?
Yeah. I don't know if they have like, I don't want to comment on what's going on there, but if you know what's going on there, you know what I'm talking about.
Mr. Israel flag.
Anyways, moving on to our next story. We have Formula E starting on February 26th. Thoughts on this, Stratton?
I like Formula E. It's cool. It's like Mario Kart. There's like little power-up speed boost things, like the red mushrooms.
Mm-hmm. Attack
They
mode.
need to add the blue shell. Add a blue shell. It like pops up once a race, and it just slows the lead car down way
Guided
down.
rocket missiles on their cars.
Laser tag. Add laser tag to the cars.
Oh my gosh, that'd be crazy.
I think that's all we have today.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. We will see you all next week for the first round, preliminary round of the playoffs at Gunseye Forward. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.